presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. And our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Be impeccable with your word. Manifest your true intentions. Regardless of which language you speak, your intent will be manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through what you say each and every day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 316, Nasdaq up 50, S&P's up 14, gold contract down $1.70, trading at $17.38 an ounce. Silver down 31 cents, $17.57 an ounce. Light sweet crude flat, $36.36 a barrel. Notes and bonds. We have the 10-year down 10 ticks, 138.23. 30-year off a point, plus 7 ticks at 177.04. And King Dollar. King Dollar up 517 ticks, trading 97.253. The euro is at 112. The yen is at 107.44, and the British pound is at 125 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, we've had quite a market out here today, folks, as we did yesterday. Bottom line, little volatility. Well, you got it in spades out here today. We had a high in the S&P thus far at 3,087. You had a low at 2,982. So the bottom line, that's a 105-point S&P move, folks. Okay, it's a monster. And we'll see where this shakes out coming into the close out here today. The bottom line, what we do have that's laying out here is that 2982 is a high volume low. So the bottom line, it will get tested, whether it's going to be tested out here today or next week. That's the way this baby is set up. If we go take a look at the SPY in general, what you're going to see out here is that it hasn't been able to hold price. You know, yesterday we came down, we hit a low of 300.01. Today you got a low at 298. Bottom line, in both cases, we're going to have volume off these highs. We had 209 million yesterday. You got 137 right now. NDX 100, which is still the strongest index out there, same type of setup. NDX, the 3 Qs, yesterday you had a low that was established out there at 233. Today the low, 231. And that's after being up at a high of 240. So it's pretty wild how this market reacted. And if we go take a look and we go into this S&P, this is a classic Fibonacci expansion contraction pullback, folks. And what you're going to see here when I pull this up, the S&Ps, the E-minis did just about a 0.382 retracement on the bounce this morning and just gave it up in spades. NDX 100, now that was a different ball game. That got over the 0.382 but did not get to the 5.0. If we take a look at the NDX, which is the strongest index, no doubt, and we pull this baby up, what you're going to see there is that we just missed the 5.0 retracement. The 5.0 retracement inside the NASDAQ futures is 98.70. We went to 98.49, then gave it up. That is not a good thing for the S&P in particular, folks. The reason being is that the strongest index, if they couldn't do dead cat bounce, after coming down about 4.5% yesterday, it's a big problem. Dow Industrials, that's where you see the larger numbers. And bottom line, that also didn't hold price. The Dow Industrials, we had a spread out here today inside the Dow Industrials of 890 points from highs to lows. Big numbers, no two ways about that. Gold contract out here, want to see some more volume on the gold contract. It's holding price. We got a high out here today of 1753, a low of 1733. You're trading at 1738. You're down $1.30 for the day. Gold's building cause. I mean, the bottom line is that we have a confirmed ABC structure in the way up. This was confirmed going back all the way to April 14th, folks. So, actually, the 7th. Yeah, the 7th and the 9th. Bottom line, we have been in a consolidation since that point. We'll see when the gold makes that run for the top of the range. If we go take a look at the bond market, what we had with bonds out here this week jumped right back in its higher range. Bottom line, bonds continue to want higher price, lower yield. Now, this was a false breakdown downtime. What we had out here is that you had the bond market break on the 3rd of June. We broke the 2.5-month consolidation. You were down there for all of 3 days. Took 3 days to get back inside the consolidation again, and I suspect what we're going to do is we're going to be in this consolidation for a long period of time. The 10-year note right now trading at 0.7%. And good old King Dollar. King Dollar, we'll see what kind of a bounce we're going to get out here. Bottom line, I suspect what we're going to see here is that, King Dollar came straight down from 100.566. That was on the... Where are you? Come on, give me that. Whoops. The dates aren't showing up. That was on approximately May 15th. Went straight down till June 10th. Now you get a little bounce going. I suspect the dollar wants to bounce to about 98.270 to somewhere about 98.645. And we'll see how that baby shakes out at that particular point. Some of the higher volume equities out here, you have American Airlines up $2. You get United up 5.5. Boeing's up 17. You get Delta up 3. Spirit is up 2. The thing that's intriguing up here is if you happen to be watching my screen on Tiger TV, you're going to see there's a lot of green there, okay? That being said, you get a lot of green. Those are all the dogs out here. And with the S&P only up 19 points, that's an indication to me that this market is not only soft, okay? This market still wants to go lower in a large way, because what you're seeing there is that the amount of equities that are in the green, they're the small equities, they're the ones that absolutely got smoked. They got a good bounce going, no doubt about that. But guess what? In the larger context, after you come down, whether it's 100 and something points in the S&P, it's going to be tough to get those babies back, because we go look at that cash S&P. What you're going to see out here is that we started the week out at 32.33, and the bottom line is that you're 200 points off of that high. That's a big number, folks. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow's up 395, Nasdaq's up 68, S&P's up 21. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 291. You get the Nasdaq up 37. S&Ps are up $8.50. Let's go take a look at the GLD and the SLV for a couple of the tigers out here. So we take a look at the GLD first. The GLD, folks, is the ETF structure for gold. Right now, the GLD is up 48 cents. It's at the top of its range. Okay, so the question is, he's looking to buy July or August calls. I wouldn't buy them yet, and this is why. So this consolidation, we've been in this consolidation since April. And what we have out here today, you can see yesterday we did volume of 11.6 million going into 164. Today, 5.5. No, doesn't fly, man. Bottom line, we need a lot more volume to bust these highs. So that's telling me that this thing's going to back down once again. SLV, let's go take a look at the SLV. SLV is the silver ETF structure. Now, here's some divergence, okay? This is pretty wild, man. So, this is wild. Okay, so the divergence is this. Wow, okay. This is bullish for the iShares and the silver market. What we had there is that silver, SLV last couple days went up in volume, and today you're pulling back with lighter volume. So it's, if you're looking at both of them, it would be a toss-up, meaning that I wouldn't do the GLD. You could do the SLV, but I wouldn't do either one of them. The reason being is that when you get divergence in the market, the probability is not on your side that you're right. And then if we look at the dollar basically is up a half a penny today, up 500 ticks. The dollar's on a bounce that wants to go higher. So I would wait until the GLD basically pull back to the lower end of, doesn't have to go all the way down to the lower end of the consolidation, which is 157. It very well could get into this bar from 160, though, and right now you're at 162.89. So, just a little more patience. It is pretty amazing, actually, how long this consolidation has been. So what we want to see, when I say we, bulls inside the metals market, is that just the opposite of what we saw out here today. What we want to see is that we want to be running up to the top of the consolidation, and you want to see volume explode before we get to the top of it. And then, of course, as we're going to the top of it, you want to see heavy volume on the way up. What we have had each and every time is that you've had the contraction of volume trying to bust up, you've had the contraction of volume as you're trying to bust down. And that's what keeps things in a consolidation. That's how it basically shakes out. We're going to take a look at the transports out here. We haven't looked at the transports for a while. So these have been volatile beyond belief, of course, because of the airlines and the cruise lines. Transports are up $1.64 today. You're trading 9,000 out here. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we hit a high this week of 10,096. You pulled off that high. You know, this is pretty impressive, actually. Yeah, you pulled off that high. Now, we pulled off the high with volume. This is saying the transports are going to go lower. But I can tell you in the aspect of actually how they're trading, you know, they could find a new low at 84.96. That's only 500 points lower than we are right now. So that bottom line, that's not that bad in the context of what we think is actually going to happen. We're going to be hearing about this all weekend, of course, is that this is a whole new deal with Hertz. Hertz is in bankruptcy, folks. The bottom line is that they're asking the bankruptcy judge, I believe that it's happening today, if they can push out another $1 billion worth of stock. And that $1 billion worth of stock, of course, they're telling the folks as they're going to push it out that it could be worthless. And I suspect, you know, the thing that's amazing about this, so picture, folks, once you get in bankruptcy, you know, most times like 99% of the time, never mind just most times, 99% of the time, the equity's worth nothing, okay? Because what ends up happening, so you get equity, you get debt. The debt holders, just like a mortgage, you know, if you go belly up, the bank owns your house. Well, when companies go belly up, the bond owners own what you had of assets, if in fact there's any assets left after things get paid off. So, in this particular case, they're coming out to the court saying, hey, we think we can sell another $1 billion worth of product, paper out here, and we'll find out whether the court's actually going to let them do that. I suspect what will happen, even if they get that, is guess what? They're still going to be bankrupt. The $1 billion is going to go down the drain, because what you do have in these cases is that you have attorneys, bankers, brokers all involved that can run up the bill like in an extraordinary way. When you start talking about a big bankruptcy attorney that's getting, whether it's $1,500, $2,000 an hour, that rate goes up pretty dramatically. And the bottom line is that it is a different situation when you are in a bankruptcy in a public company versus you are just already in a public company. You're on the exchange. You have a lot more control. The court still has control, folks, and the judge has control of the bankruptcy proceedings, period. That's how it works, because what the company has done is it's given up its authority to the court because they want the court to say, hey, listen, I'm protected, people can't sue me, I'm only going to pay this many of the bills or not pay this many bills. So I suspect it's going to be a real mess, but it is certainly going to be a case study in the aspect of how you raise money in bankruptcy in the year 2020. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have the S&Ps. They're going to make the run for that high volume low that we were talking about. We'll see how this shakes out. So you get over like 40 minutes left inside the marketplace. You know, that's plenty of time to basically get a test of the high volume low at least. We'll see how this baby shakes out. If we go overseas and we take a look at overseas, last night what you had is that Asia finished down last night, but not down bad. Asia was only down 0.7% to 1%. Europe out here today, Europe was basically, the DAX was down 0.1%. The CAT was up 0.4%. The DAX showed really early in the marketplace, folks, that it couldn't hold price. You know, when our markets were opening, we're 6 hours behind the DAX. When our markets were opening, the DAX was showing weakness. And that was one of the clues, no doubt, that our own S&Ps weren't going to be able to hold price. You know, because when you look at the aspect of how much the S&Ps are up today, they were up big numbers, man. You were up over $60. Now, that 60 looks big, but it isn't big in the context of the way that we actually went down. That's what the differential is, and that's what's very hard to get used to when you do have highly volatile markets like we have. You know, we basically we did start off yesterday at 31.88. We went all the way down to 29.98. you did nice bounce, and this bounce here would have been basically almost a Wyckoff bounce back up to ICE. ICE was actually 3,098, and we went to 3,087. And what ICE is, folks, ICE is just where you had got a bounce in the marketplace. It builds a bit of cause, and it takes the next leg down or up. The ICE goes both ways, on the way down and the way up. In this particular case, we were going down. We built cause. We went sideways for a bit, and then we basically took it down on the next deal. And what you do have here is that the NQs is something to watch out here, because the NQs, even though they're the still strongest indice, folks, what they are doing, they're sucking the S&P down right now. Stay right there. Come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market, Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour, Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m., Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m., and Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 250. NASDAQ is up 15. S&Ps are up 7. And I suspect, over the weekend, folks, the bottom line is that what you have here is that let's see. So the CDC just came out. States and cities might have to resume lockdown if COVID-19 cases surge dramatically. Top officials of the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention said in their first press briefing this afternoon in months. And by the way, this is the first press briefing in months. The officials offered little in the way of explanation of why these cases are increasing in some parts of the country, releasing little new data on what's driving cases in the states of Arizona, Texas, and Oregon. on. They focused on reminding people to continue to take the same precautions the CDC has been recommending. So this is going to, bottom line, this thing is not going away. We'll see, just the amount of cases that continue to go higher. What you do have is that the United States as a whole has plateaued. The differential on the plateau, however, is that we're plateauing at 20,000 cases per day. That's how this thing is shaking out, folks. European countries, Germany in particular, they are at a far lower level, but they're a lot smaller too. That's the other side of it. Right now, the agency's carefully monitoring hospital rates for other indicators in the states as Arizona, as the cases are actually rising. I know in the state of Florida, the bottom line is that we have had quite a rise in the cases. In fact, yesterday was the largest since May 1st. So bottom line is that they got to get this thing under control. There's no two ways about that. The S&P, so right now at the S&Ps, we're flat out here in the S&Ps. Now, what you're going to get out here, folks, this is where it's going to be a little testy coming into the close out here. Because that we basically had popped at the open this morning, you're going to have plenty of folks because, we've been talking about buying the dip, right? You're going to have plenty of folks that basically bought into this market this morning because, I can picture it. You're down 150 S&P points yesterday. You bounce up. You had 60 points up in the morning. There's going to be plenty of people that bought into that. Unfortunately, it got taken away from them. That's going to put selling pressure in the S&P as we come into the close out here today. That's how these things normally shake out. The closer that we actually get to the 4 o'clock time frame, even though the futures close at 4:20, most folks are just trading the equities versus the futures market. You are going to see some selling pressure coming in this market. Let me get this other story for you. This other story is actually pretty wild, and it's what it is, folks. We broke all records yesterday inside of the options market on the S&P's puts and calls. So listen to this one. Okay, so yesterday, this is pretty amazing. The amount of total put call volume in the S&P. The SPY, which is the ETF, right, spiked an additional 4.7 million contracts inside the option market. They did 9.7 million contracts. That's the highest since 2015, and it's a hair from being the highest since 2012. Pretty amazing. There's definitely a lot of hedging, but hedging alone doesn't justify option volume like these. Of course not. I don't know if they're missing it or not, but what does happen, folks, is that inside the option market, if you think that, I'll just put up the SPY for a second. So you take a look at the SPY. Okay, so the SPY right now is trading $301.75, okay? Well, when you're looking at this, the SPY trades within even something like a $300 equity, it's costing you only a few pennies to get in. I mean, sometimes it's even flat, meaning that when you say penny wide, that means that it's 1 penny between the bid and the offer, okay? So it totally makes sense liquidity-wise that would be happening. Now, let me just show you inside the option market. The options that are basically also, why buy the SPY if you can buy an option? And you're putting up, let's see, at the money 302. So watch this. At the money 302, you're putting up $6 and let's say $6.05 to $6.10. Well, let me get the three. Yeah, that's all right. We'll get the 302s. So you're putting up $6.05 to $6.10 for 100 shares instead of $30,000. That's a no-brainer. Okay, because what has also happened is that the option market is also running penny wide. When you're talking about 10 cents on a bid and offer to get into the S&P, why wouldn't you trade options? That's this whole market. I would say not the whole market, but many parts of the market, folks, are going into the option market because once you're actually, if you figure out the aspect, okay, I can put $30,000 up. Well, particularly if you, I'm talking about if you're just trading intraday or trading for a couple days. You put $30,000 up, or do I put $6,000 up? Well, that's a no-brainer, right? I mean, it's like, okay, no, I'll put $6,000 up. Because the $6,000 percentage-wise, you can make a lot more money on the $6,000, and on the downdraft, you can lose a lot less money because it's still defined risk. On the $30,000, guess what? Bottom line, it'd have to go to zero to lose $30,000, but we know it won't go to zero. But you get the gist of it. The gist of it is that because of the fact that the option market has priced in a very close bid and offer, you can expect, and what I do expect is that is going to go up dramatically and will continue to go up dramatically. If we take a look at the 3 Qs, you take a look at these 3 Qs out here, the bottom line, you're trading $234. And then if we go into this option market and take a look at the 234 at the money, there you go. So you can put $23,400 up for 100 shares, or you can put up $4,700. And at the 4,700, 234s, yeah, these are trading 5 cents. So between the bid and offer, it's approximately 5 cents to 6 cents. You can see why people are in that market. And as long as you've got a good broker dealer that can execute it, and if you haven't test driven yet, TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, it's a great broker dealer. The platform is amazing. If you're trading options, just get on. You'll see. I mean, the percentages and the tools that they have inside that are pretty phenomenal, no doubt. Dow Industrials right now up 287, Nasdaq's up 30, S&Ps are up 9.5. And folks, if you haven't taken a look at my book's over at Amazon, The Art of Timing the Trade. The reason I'm bringing this up right now is that this market has been an ABC structure market for a while. If you want to understand the ABC structures, the Fibonacci sequence, the Gartleys, all of the above, check it out on Amazon. Bottom line, you'll hopefully get quite a bit out of it. Particularly when you start with an ABC market, these price projections, when they come in, folks, they come in pretty good. That's the real bottom line. Dow Industrials right now, where are we? We are trading up 284. Nasdaq up 31. S&P's up 8.5. We'll come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors. If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up at 313. Nasdaq's up 40. S&Ps are up 12. One of the Tigers just put an article in the den, folks, and it's a tongue-in-cheek deal. But the bottom line is that what they're talking about is that you have 10-year-old, 12-year-old players not playing Fortnite during the daytime because they want to be trading on the Robinhood system. Well, the bottom line is that if that's the case, their parents have had to open the account, and that would be about as insane as you can get being a parent, opening a day trading account for someone 10 or 12 years old. Now, I can definitely see parents opening accounts for your children, and what I'd suggest is that you just buy the SPYs or the Qs and forget it and come back 30 or 40 years, and yeah, they're going to have some money. But to open a gambling account, yeah, homeschooling, all right, man. Oh, God, my God. So anyway, listen, we talked about this morning. There's no doubt there's going to be a lot of different things that come out, and there's going to be more traders. That's the bottom line. Let's go to John in Orlando. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, John? Tom, how you doing?
Good, man, good.
I want to talk to you about Hertz. I bought the puts, but this thing keeps going up on me. I don't know. It's like I have the October puts, October 16.
Okay, so you bought October puts. Let me just see this for a second. What strike price?
$4.
Okay, so October puts $4. Okay. Hold it.
I can't believe it keeps going up.
But how much did you pay for them?
Oh, it was about $2.45.
Okay. That's pretty intense. So watch how this works, folks, okay? He's at $4. You paid $2.45, so now we're at $1.65, right, to break even. That's what's tough on this thing, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But hold it. Let me look at this for a second. So right now you paid. Oh, you can make money on these right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sell them, man.
Money,
Don't be dealing with Hertz, man. That's just that. Forget it, man. You're playing like slot machines, and you made money. Thank God. Listen, you made a lot of money here, man. Just get out of there. That's a recipe for disaster, man.
Really?
Yeah. Well, you already made money, in order for October for you to make money, that has to go under $1.50.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is this: isn't this going to zero? In past experience, they go to zero.
Hey, it's your money, man. That's all right. That's
okay. All right.
Okay, man.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. So, $2.45. So picture this for a second. We got to do the math on this one, folks, okay? Because, John, I think you got to do the math because you already got a winning trade. You got them at 245. You can sell them. Yeah, here, watch this. You got to sell these. You got them at 245. They're $4 right now, so you can make $1.65. You don't make any money until $1.50, so you can either make $1.65 now, or you can hold them to October and make $1.50. You know, and then I get the other side of it. The other side of it, what he's looking at. No, the other side of it is, that's the side of it. You're making more money now on this than, sell those things, man. Sell them, and sell them quick. Okay, so let's go over to this S&P. The S&P just popped about 10 points. We're up 21 right now. And, of course, so we just went from 3,007 to 3,030. And everyone's on the edge of their seat. Because why, folks? Because, you know, on a basis from last March, yes, you know, 345, 330, the bump comes in, the baby goes up, and we'll see how this does shake out as we come into this weekend. And if you're a bull and you're happy about like 20, well, hey, we'll see where this whole thing shakes out. The GDX, let's go take a look at some of the gold stocks. We take a look at the GDX out here. GDX also is going to need more juice. We went sideways out here today. You got 22 million shares. Not enough action to go topside. We go take a look at the, I want to see platinum again. Platinum, so the platinum market has been lagging for so long, folks. We're at 821. You got 11,000 contracts out here today. Okay, that's not bad, though. The platinum's setting up. Platinum's setting up for a higher price. Now, check this out. This is pretty cool, actually. So, platinum broke topside on, like, May 14th. Had nice juice. We had 15,000 contracts, 20,000 contracts. We make it up to a high to 943. You back all the way back down, and as we back down, you're backing down with 11,000 contracts coming into 20,000 as well as 15,000. That's a setup. I like that. I like that setup. So you want to keep your eye on that platinum. My take on a longer-term basis is that platinum will basically rear its head once again. I mean, if palladium could rear its head, folks, let me tell you something. Just pretty amazing what palladium has done. If you haven't, I put this on a long-term deal. It's hard to even comprehend. Palladium spot price. You're at 1940 right now. And yeah, the high, I believe, is 28 something. Yeah, 28.80. Watch this. In 2000, this was $250. Well, here, even what's that one? That's 2016. You're at 500 to 400. 2008, you're at 175. 175. You talk about an expansion that is just phenomenal. That's in the platinum market. There's no doubt about it. And if you take a look at the volatility is just as bad too. We hit a high out here of 22.86, and then it dove down to 14.95. Pretty amazing. Metal. And how fast and furious that could be. Dow's up 448, Nasdaq's up 90, S&P's up 28. That baby looks like it's gonna hold out here. We take a look at that Dow Industrials. It's not that bad a setup. You know, I mean, you have the gap down. You know, but when you just look at it in the aspect of where we are today, you know, bottom line, you had a high out here yesterday of 26,000. Yeah, 294. You're at 25,603 right now. The composite, the Nasdaq composite right now, you're at 95.88, and that composite was at 10,086. So that's a little bit different. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks and commodities, along with specific recommendations including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 447. The Nasdaq is up 91. S&Ps are up 28. Let's go inside the Dow and see what that strength versus the weakness is inside the Dow Industrials. Boeing's going to be the big leader out here. Boeing's putting 132 positive points. Goldman 48. IBM 24. Apple 24. The only Dow equities that are in the red, folks, is that Walmart minus 15 points, Merck 6, and Procter & Gamble 2. Inside the NDX 100. The strength versus the weakness out here today. United was the mover, that's up 18%. Expedia's up 6%. Align Technologies up 5%. Taken away from it, Lululemon. They come out with numbers last night. That's down 4%. You get Tesla down 3.8%. You got XL Energy off 2.3%, and you have Ross Stores down 2%. As we kick into this weekend, what it looks like is that what you're going to have is that you're going to have a market that did come down, has some volume on the way down. If we put the SPY on a weekly basis, folks, what you are going to see, let's just put this. So what you're going to see here is that bottom line, we were going into 1.2 billion because we're going into the week of the 28th of February. We did this half of that. We did 622 million, and the bottom line, you go south. we'll see if, in fact, you get any follow through coming into next week, because when you do put this on a weekly basis, it looks like the market didn't even move. We take a look at the NDX 100, you're really going to see the same type of setup. If you are into candlestick charting, however, what you do have is that you have an island top on all the indices, you have a shooting star on the weeklies, dailies was an island top, weeklies was a shooting star. Both of them bearish occurrences, folks. And as I said, we'll see whether we get any juice next week. There's not much next week that's out there outside of option expiration next Friday. Now, option expiration, that can get really cool because you still have a couple days to basically go lower or higher. I expect what we are going to see is this volatility is going to continue. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Come back and visit us next Monday, 8:30. Tommy kicks us off. Great show. Please tell your friends about TFNN. Tell them to go to YouTube, search TFNN. We'll get